If you can see a trend there, yes, it is on purpose. We've got this Corrin versus this Ryu. Now let me tell you how this Corrin usually does versus this Ryu. It loses. It usually loses. And the way sets of Jerry versus the Weasel traditionally go is Jerry loses. Jerry wins wins versus the Weasel's Corrin, forces that Corrin to switch into a Rosalina, and that Rosalina is just oppressive versus Ryu. The Weasel absolutely knows what he's doing in that Rosalina-Ryu matchup, and just kind of invalidating Ryu as a character. But in this set, it's been pretty close. Aaron taking the first stock pretty solidly, actually, with a tipper forward smash, possibly not even a tipper. Maybe Corrin's just a good character. And gets the pin, gets him off stage, but then falls off stage himself, and now he's in a bit of, ooh, excellent power shield and a down smash by Jerry. Great awareness. Just knowing that, like, I have the time to get this out there, depending on how good my shields are. Great stuff by Jerry. Almost took that first stock. Still doing pretty well for himself. He's done about 40 and taken 22 since losing his first stock. So that's pretty respectable. Normally, once a character is up a stock, then they can force the other to approach, and because of that, they can, ooh, almost gets the up tilt there. Excellent stuff from Jerry. That's just unfortunate to see happen. Weasel doesn't go to ledge, instead goes above, and that must have caught Jerry off guard, but it doesn't matter that he caught him off guard because he just got a face full of feet. That bear closing out that first stock pretty quickly for Jerry. And not taking too much percent for his efforts in taking that first stock, but ever since he took that first stock, he has just been getting pounded by this Corrin.
TJ's taking his setup after that set.
And so we've got this Ryu versus this Corrin, and cancels out the flame. Again, Aaron with all the momentum in this set. Just kind of keeping a firm control on Ryu, saying, "Hey, I'm gonna cover where you want to go because I've got big swords and you've got a small elbow." Granted, the small elbow does a lot more. All right, so I think that with Rage, Jerry needs a smallish combo, a smallish bit of damage on Aaron, and he will be in a prime position to get a kill. But at the same time, Aaron is getting closer and closer to that up throw and down throw percentage. So because of that, that's a kill, because I trust Aaron to have a superior neutral to Jerry. So if he does get him to that percent, like as you've seen, and the up air, just ending this man. Not even expecting to get hit by it, probably led to some unfortunate DI. Either way, in the words of Demo, what the fuck, that killed. Alright, so that is Aaron taking game one with the Corrin. Corrin doing better than expected. A lot of times, the way these sets play out is Aaron plays Corrin, Jerry beats it, Aaron plays Rosa, and then wins the set. But this has been an excellent showing so far by the Weasel's Corrin. Once again, can we taking game one fairly solidly, and keep in mind this is winners finals, so we do have a best of 5 for this set, which means that there is a lot of time to play around with different characters for Aaron, and to choose his main so early on is pretty impressive. This might be because a certain unnamed player, unnamed Falcon, I might add, kind of put some fear in him, because he's won these last 2 SSJs using only this Palutena, and getting forced off that character, it's got to be pretty scary for him. So maybe he's just warming up his mains in case there's ever a Riles Weasel run back. Alright, even percentages to start off this game too. Alright. So, both characters at kill percent. Corrin, of course, at more kill percent because Ryu has a move called Shoryuken, which if you haven't heard of it, oh my god, I've got some things to say about. Oh, and the pin. Closing Jerry off stage, and he keeps his stock and is able to recover, but man, he's just getting ledge trapped. And let's see if Jerry can escape this ledge. Ooh, and Weasel saying no. I gotta read on what you want to do to get up from this ledge. He says, I'm not gonna let that happen. I gotta read on you. I know what you're doing. I know exactly what you're doing. Alright, and pin lunge. Almost kills him. Doesn't quite seal it out. And Weasel with a 50% lead, but honestly, it doesn't really matter this percent. Stock lead is not, or percentage, and as I said, percentage does not matter. Despite the 50% deficit, he gets the Shoryuken, and with max rage, and he's living. This Japanese boy is thick with 2 C's, maybe even 3 on a good day, and that should be the start. Yep, and Weasel closes out stock 1, taking no percentage in doing so, which is really great for him. Evens up the game because you do not want to be a stock down for a long period of time versus Ryu. This character will absolutely mess you up if you need to approach him. Ooh, great grab by Aaron, awareness of the focus, and punished it with a grab, and then reading that Jerry isn't going to focus twice. He says, I know you're going to come down with an attack this time because your focus failed so poorly last time. Aaron with complete control of the momentum in this game, but again, if there's one character that is okay with not having any momentum, it's the grapplers, right? Donkey Kong and Bowser. Just kidding, it's Ryu. Ryu, very strong character with rage. If we can get on Corrin, Corrin's going to really struggle to get him out again. And that could be... Oh, wow, that just seemed like he didn't go anywhere from that, considering his percentage. But again, that's Ryu. He's thick. Ooh, and Aaron closing it out with a chomp. That is 2-0 the Weasel. This is very tricky. This is very, very tricky for Jerry. Because even if he is able to take the next 2 games... Hell, even if he takes the next game, Aaron might pull out his Rosalina, and that Rosalina does dirty things to Ryu. That Rosalina does not let that Ryu land. Like, his feet don't touch the ground. So this is a very, very tricky set for Jerry to win at this point. Down 2-0, and he's really going to need to have some momentum. He's really going to need to be able to play strongly. Thor offering some insight onto the color coordination potentially that could happen by Ryu, saying that perhaps a yellow Ryu could close this set out and get that reverse 3-0. Unfortunately, yellow sucks. It's like mustard. It's just, I can respect yellow as a color, but Ryu's yellow is just garbage. Yeah, there's no use in it. Oh, the black and yellow. Yes, that is a superior Ryu color. I like the white though. I like because like if he had like a red dot on his back, it could be like a cool like Japanese themed skin because that's where Ryu's from, you know. Either way, Aaron, complete momentum in this match. I just kind of looked away, and now Ryu's at 130. Luckily, he is on Battlefield, so oof, and oh, the DI mix-up. I was expecting it to send straight up, kills him off the side. Great stuff by Aaron, knowing how that side B is going to work with the awareness. Closing out that first stock, only 49% on him. Folks, we are well on our way to a 3-0. He's got this stock lead, and he knows what to do with it. This is really, really tricky for this corner if he wants to close it out. Alright, tries to go out there with a pin, doesn't quite get it. And again, these ledge traps from the Weasel are just absolutely just staggering this Ryu, because Ryu is a very good character, but Aaron knows exactly what to do to expose him, which is don't let him land, and don't let him get back from ledge.
You can stay.
Aaron doing an incredible job of hanging in there and saying, hey man, I know what I'm doing, so let me just lock you down. And Jerry definitely very much being suffocated by this corner. Using the correct options a lot of the time, Aaron, in that he's just knowing what's going to keep this Ryu, and he gets up tilt Shoryu because we play a good game. Alright, so Jerry evening the stocks up, but these percentages are going to be really rough, mostly because the percent deficit has been the biggest problem for Jerry in this set. Like, once it's an even percent, once it's like a last stock, last hit, then Jerry has actually been fairly consistent in closing out those stocks, but unfortunately, he's really struggling to build up percent. And, oh, okay. That was an interesting just kind of interaction. And I guess the side B almost kills with it just because Jerry wasn't expecting, like, that part of the move to kill. He was expecting the killing move to come later. Alright, once again, Aaron just absolutely trapping this Ryu. This Ryu is going nowhere fast. And because of that, he's taking a lot of percentage, and that percentage matters versus Ryu, specifically as Corrin, because the thing is, normally giving Ryu this much rage is a very bad thing, but a character like Corrin has very, very easy kills with side B and with up throw. As we see there, Aaron closing it out in a 3-0 fashion. Great stuff by Aaron. Just absolutely suffocating this read, saying, you're going nowhere, and I got all your options covered. I know how you gonna land. I know how you gonna come on stage, and because of that, you going nowhere. Once again, solid stuff.